Hey everyone, welcome back to the Layback Podcast. If you are joining me visually, you can see I'm in a new location. This is the wall of my house. I'm sitting on my back porch, just trying to get some fresh air, some daylight, some sunlight, because at this point, I don't really know what day it is. When this comes out, don't really know when that will be. At the time of the recording, it is September 10th. My daughter is 17 days old, 18 days old. My daughter is 18 days old at this point. I think I did that math right. No, 17 was correct. And she is currently sitting on my lap right here while I record. While I was sitting here, I was scrambling to figure out how I'm going to put another episode together, what that's actually going to look like, how am I going to find the time to get this done and keep producing content. Naturally, I could take a step back. It's super important for me to spend time with my daughter and be there for my wife. For those of you that listen to the Matt Swilly podcast, that's some of the best advice that I've heard so far is remember to be a husband first, take care of my wife. That will ensure that my daughter will always be taken care of. So I've tried to take that to heart. But what has occurred to me and what I really wanted to get out is ways to feel productive when you're stuck in an environment where you really feel like you can't get a ton complete. This is not the same as having surgery and being stuck, just kind of feeling, I don't know, incomplete, kind of like a waste. I know those are aggressive words, but that's certainly how I felt when I was hurt. I wouldn't say I feel incomplete or like a waste of space right now as a father, but I definitely feel that way when it comes to supporting Gavin, John, Daryl, and the other members of the FlexPro Grip team. I just hate that I haven't been able to be there as much. It's great that I've been able to be there for my wife and my daughter, but I do want to be there for all the players in the FlexPro Grip community, all the guys that I work to serve every single day. It's forced me to figure out how can I finish each day knowing that I still provided something for others, enabling me to feel like I did enough. I do think, as I mentioned earlier, this is semi-synonymous with what you can go through when you're injured or when you're rehabbing or when you're really at a place where you don't know where to go. The big thing I want to hit home on is just making a list. It's crazy. You probably don't want to hear this from me, but I think there's so much value in creating a list because from there, you can actually understand what needs to be accomplished, what can be accomplished. And I can pretty much guarantee you are doing way more every day than you think you are. Now, this experiment might be a little bit of a kick in the butt for some of you where you feel like you're really stuck on your ass. But for the grand majority of you that might be tuning in here or guys who are rehabbing, I encourage you to cut yourself some slack and write down everything that you want to accomplish in a given day. And once you write that down, I guarantee you will feel so much better at the end of the day instead of just a waste of space or like you wasted a day. And they can be really simple things. Making your bed is a great way to start. Showering is huge. It's crazy now in parenthood. I'm early to it. This is probably the stuff that anybody could have told me, like just make sure you take care of yourself. But truthfully, like getting the shower, getting a shave, trying to keep this bald head clean, those are little things that each and every day make me feel better. And it's the same thing in rehab. If you can feel like yourself just by getting to the grocery or, I don't know, listening to a podcast, whether it's this one or another one, going for a walk, getting out of the house, breathing fresh air, touching grass, making food, calling someone, expressing gratitude. I know these aren't the things that you're normally coming to the Layback podcast for, but I just felt it so valuable to share. I know there's lots of other things that we could get into or I could get into, but that was the big one that I really wanted to hit on. Make a list, focus on it, check things off. And I promise you at the end of the day, you will feel more productive. You will feel better. You will feel like you accomplished something. And going back to my story now, yes, I feel great that I'm able to take care of my wife and take care of my daughter and spend time with them both. But you guys know, those that follow the Layback Podcast, those who use FlexPro Grip, so much of what we strive to do is create a community and celebrate those who are a part of what we do. Share their stories, help them out, program, adjust things daily. We're playing with guys' careers here. And I hate leaving anyone out to dry. And unfortunately, there's been times so far where I haven't been able to get back to people, or it's taken me a few days to get back to guys. I had a guy text me on Friday, whatever day of the week that was. Shoot, now I'm looking at my calendar here. I don't even know what day that was. Maybe that was the 4th or 5th, something like that. And I didn't respond to him until yesterday. I feel awful about that, but that's where communication becomes so important. That's where honesty becomes so important. And if I make my list, if I know who I have to communicate to, maybe that's not going to happen. Or maybe I can offload that task to someone else around me. So not only is making a list going to help you feel better about what you are accomplishing, maybe it's going to improve your processes as a whole. Maybe it's going to enable you to find those who can help, whether that is a family member or if that is a coach that you work with. Going back to the rehab process now, separating from my story, maybe if you communicate the things that you are struggling with or the things that you maybe feel like you can't get done on a daily basis to the support staff you have around you, they can probably help. That's why we do this podcast. There's probably someone out there that's experienced something that you are going through. So reach out. Open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. I guarantee somebody around you can either help you directly or point you in the right direction. It's crazy to say, but I do think all of this starts from just making a list, whether it's a to-do list, whether it's goals, whatever you want to title it. I promise you, writing down what you want to accomplish, whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, monthly, in the future. Right now, I want to focus on daily. Writing things down is going to make a difference when you feel like things are not within your control. So grab it by the horns, take control of what you can control. Putting it on paper is definitely going to help with that process. Short one today, guys. Hopefully this helps. If this resonates with someone out there, I'll be ecstatic. This might have just been an experiment for me to vent and remind myself what is important and what I can do to be the best father, husband, coworker, coach, whatever. At this point, I think selfishly a lot of this was for me. But again, hopefully someone out there got value from this. Everyone, thanks for tuning in for this short episode, and thanks for laying back with us.